This is your newsroom morning brief for Wednesday, August 13, 2025. Good morning. Here's what's making the news in Guyana and around the world today. We begin with the highly anticipated new US $262 million Demerara River Bridge, a landmark development in Guyana's infrastructure push. Public Works Minister Bishop Juan Edghill says the final slab of concrete linking the bridge from the east bank to the west bank is scheduled to be installed on August 25. Before that, the last 8 girders, each weighing around 160 tons, will be put in place between August 15 and 17, along with the final testing of the bridge cables. The minister has doubled down on the government's commitment to have the bridge ready by the end of this month, despite challenges posed by the weather and other technical hurdles. Edghill also took aim at critics who claim the bridge will not be able to handle heavy loads, stressing that cranes weighing 470 tons are already operating on the structure, far exceeding the weight of an average fully loaded truck at about 40 tons. Designated for a lifespan of 100 years, the bridge will be toll-free, operated 24/7, allow vehicles of all sizes to travel at up to 8 km per hour, and is expected to save commuters more than $3.5 billion annually. With its modern design featuring the Cacique Crown of Honor, the project will directly benefit over 50,000 people every day and is seen as a bold step in Guyana's modernization drive. From a symbol of connectivity to a matter of security, the Customs Anti-Narcotic Unit CANU confirmed late Tuesday that its director, James Singh, is the target of credible threat to his life. The intelligence came through CANU's international partners and is being taken extremely seriously, with the agency describing it as both a personal threat and an attempt to intimidate the unit. Enhanced security protocols have been rolled out for Singh and all CANU personnel, while local and foreign partners continue to closely monitor the situation. The agency believes the threat stems from recent joint operations with local and overseas counterparts that dismantled major drug trafficking networks linked to organized crime in South America and the Caribbean. Those operations led to significant seizures, but also drew the hostility of the network they disrupted. CANU has pledged that such threats will not weaken its resolve and has urged members of the public with credible information to contact them directly. Meanwhile, political tensions have been inflamed by what Attorney General Nandlall is calling a nasty, reprehensible and disgraceful attack on the mother of President Dr. Irfan Ali. The controversy began when activist Melissa Ann Atwell-Holder posted a video interview featuring businessman Azim Jr. Bash and journalist Travis Chase, in which damaging allegations, including claims related to gold smuggling, were made about various individuals, including the president's elderly mother. Nandlall, speaking during his weekly Issues in the News commentary, defended the president's mother, describing her as a retired teacher in her 70s who was dedicated decades to educating Guyanese children. He stressed that she has no role in public life and should be protected from such attacks. In a swift turn of events, Bash has since retracted and apologized for the claims against her, admitting they were false and taken from another source. 2 businessmen named in the interview, Tamish Jagmohan and Satnarayan Sona Sahadio, have also rejected all allegations, signaling their intention to pursue legal action.
Irrespective of which side of the political or whatever divide we are situated, there must be that we should not travel, and people's families, including their parents, especially if they are elderly people who are not part of public life and are not part of politics, should be protected and insulated from the nastiness that we want to engage in. The president will defend himself. I have no problem. The president will do what he got to do about this issue in relation to himself. And I'm not speaking about the president here at all. I am speaking as a Guyanese, younger person in defense of a nasty, reprehensible, and disgraceful attack on an elderly citizen who has served this country with distinction.
Turning to health, a wave of relief has swept across families as 16 children with serious heart conditions are now recovering after receiving life-saving treatment at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. Between August 4 and 8, local specialists worked alongside a 25-member team from US-based nonprofit Gift of Life International to perform 10 cardiac and 6 open heart surgeries. The mission also included screenings for 80 children, some of whom were identified for urgent surgery, while others were cleared of any immediate risk. 13 of the young patients are already home, and the remaining 3 are expected to be discharged shortly. Beyond treating patients, the mission served as vital training for local doctors, nurses, and technicians, ensuring Guyana builds long-term capacity for advanced pediatric care. The third and final mission for 2025 is scheduled for December, continuing efforts to ensure that no child has to travel overseas to access the care they need. On the east coast of Demerara, the government's infrastructure drive is also in full swing with ongoing works in Beirut, Bachelor's Adventures, Golden Grove, Nabaklis, and Victoria. Minister Edghill toured the area on Tuesday to check progress and speak with residents. At Beirut, upgrades to the main access road are ahead of schedule, but the minister urged contractors to speed up concrete works to ease the disruption to locals. In Golden Grove, residents requested a road behind a dam, but the minister suggested engineers might first explore building a footpath. The backlist is also set for rehabilitation of key community roads, while drainage and irrigation upgrades are planned across the area. Edghill reminded residents that machinery has already been provided to the Neighborhood Democratic Council and called for better leadership and coordination to maintain waterways. He also encouraged residents to join in cleanup efforts, with the ministry pledging to supply the necessary tools. And finally, in international news, in Guatemala, a court has delivered justice in a case that shocked the world 8 years ago. 6 people have been sentenced to prison terms ranging from 6 to 25 years over their role in a 2017 fire at a state-run youth shelter that killed 41 girls and injured 15 others. Testimony revealed that the victims had been locked in a room as punishment for protesting abuse, and were released 9 minutes after a mattress was set ablaze in desperation. Judge Ingrid Gufenes also ordered an investigation into then-President Jimmy Morales. Survivors say the verdict is a crucial step in holding those responsible to account and in ensuring such a tragedy is never repeated. And in South Korea, former First Lady Kim Keon-hee is spending her first day behind bars today, as prosecutors widen a criminal probe into her and her husband, former President Yoon Suk-yeol. Kim was formally booked into the Seoul Namba Detention Center, a modern facility run by a female warden, after a court approved her arrest Tuesday night. The warden was granted over fears she might destroy evidence in investigation into allegations of bribery, stock fraud, and influence peddling, claims her lawyers have denied. Kim will be treated like other inmates, but with minor adjustments to her routine given her high-profile status. She has been placed in a solitary cell with a small table, floor mattress, and separate access to a common shower. She'll also get an hour of outdoor exercise each day, except Sundays, with her schedule staggered to avoid contact with other prisoners. The former First Lady apologized last week for causing public concern, telling reporters she was a nobody as she appeared for questioning. Her imprisonment comes as her husband remains in custody at another facility south of Seoul. And that's the news for this morning. Stay with us throughout the day for other updates and breaking news.